Hi, my friends. Hi, my friends. Hi, my friends. This is Rose, Coach Rose AJ, coming to holla at y'all. Y'all, I want to talk to you today a little bit about being prepared. Being prepared. The climate in our country has changed so much since this administration has taken over since January the 20th. If you hear background noise, that's my dog. She's deciding to drink a gallon of water all of a sudden. But the climate, the political climate has changed so much since January 20th. And I wanted to come on today to share some things about what I am personally doing to be prepared. Before I start, I want to say that I do believe in a higher power and that I know that He has me and my family, right, regardless of what may be going on in the world. We always need to have faith that regardless of the times that we're in, that things are going to get better. Things have to get better, right? They have to at some point turn around and get better. But this is what I'm doing to be prepared. First and foremost, a lot of the disposable income that I previously went shopping because I needed some new earrings or I wanted to get my nails done or just whatever, to be a little frivolous here and there, maybe a new lipstick color. I have decided to, all of my personal disposable income, that I am just gonna cinch things down and become a minimalist in that regards, right? I'm not saying that I'm gonna become a miser, but I'm going to stop spending as freely as I once did, to have money on hand and whatnot. And then another thing is that we have decided to keep a certain amount of cash or access to cash on hand in case of an emergency. And we've also, me and my husband, we've also taken our savings, which was at one bank. We split it up between three banks, three local banks that I have online and the ability to go into the bank and get the money as well. But the reason that we split it up into three banks was because if there's an emergency, one bank might not have enough cash. As a matter of fact, when my husband went in to get X amount of cash on Monday, when we decided to do this, he told me that they said that they might not have enough cash on hand and that they would have to order the money and it might be in the next day. But by God's grace, he got the amount that we decided on, so we were good to go and whatnot. But yeah, so splitting our personal savings between three banks, having cash on hand. And I don't know if you guys did any of this with the pandemic, but we are stocking up. I won't say stockpiling, but we're stocking up on paper towels, dish soap, deodorant, toilet paper, body wash, the necessities like floss, toothpaste, toothbrushes, sanitizing wipes. We're getting a lot of those items and we're putting them up along with water, bottled water, keeping them in cool, dry closets and whatnot versus the garage because depending on how the food items or water bottles are packed, you need to keep those things at a stable temperature. So we have those not in the garage, but in the house in, dark closets without a lot of light in them that we don't necessarily use. We're stocking up on washing powder, like detergent, laundry detergent, and as far as the food items, this is one part of this that I'm really, really happy that I'm carnivore on, is because I don't eat packaged foods and whatnot. But during this time, so 2 weeks ago, I went to our local Costco because I'm an egg. I just love eggs. I love beef, like hamburgers and ground beef and stuff. So I'm very basic when it comes to eating. But one thing that I did was I went to one Costco. They didn't have the 5 dozen of eggs, but they had the 24 count of eggs. So I got 4 of those. And then the next day, something told me, just go check out my Costco that's down the road while I'm running errands. Go see if they have the 5 dozen so we can just stock up. They had no eggs to be found in the store. So with that being said, I started buying like Vienna sausage, you know, the Costco canned chicken, which I never eat, but I bought that. I bought some potted meat, some Spam, tuna fish, diced ham, you know, just all these things. And we're labeling them and labeling them as far as like their expiration dates and stuff, so we can make sure that we don't eat them past their expiration dates. Now, y'all, I'm not running scared or terrified, but I'm just trying to be a realist, right? You want to have your flashlights in order. You want to have extra batteries, just like if you was preparing for a storm. We don't know what this administration has in store except for a whole bunch of bullshit. And then the way that they have allowed Elon Musk to just take over and have access to all of our personal information, our social security numbers, and have access to the payment systems. We don't know what's going to go on. And then they're talking about privatizing healthcare, and then they're also talking about taking away the FDIC. As far as with banks and whatnot, meaning the insurance on it, that if the bank goes belly under, guess what? We are all out of our money. So, y'all, I'm doing these things in order to prepare for the worst, but in all actuality, I'm hoping for the best. And then another thing that I'm doing is our birth certificates. Our birth certificates, we have the originals, and they do suggest getting a second original, but this is what we're doing in the meantime. So we're getting copies, several copies of our birth certificates, but we're going to get them getting them notarized. The reason why you want them notarized is because it's, you know, if you just go make copies, that's great, but get them notarized so that there's a verification system in progress. But also you want the person who is a notary to write on there and say that I certify, I confirm, whatever their words are, to certify that that's document that they certified that this is a copy, that they verified that they've seen the original birth certificate. So we're getting birth certificates duplicated in several places and certified. And then I'm also renewing my passport. Don't wait until your passport has expired and get another copy, yada, yada, yada. If it's close to expiration, you want to check on it to see if you can get an updated or a new one, right? So these are just a couple of things that I'm doing in order to stay ready so I don't have to get ready. But y'all, I need to know, what are you doing? What are you doing in order to prepare? Are you stocking up on food? Are you getting your credentials in order? Are you spreading out your money? Are you keeping some money under your mattress like old school, putting it in your bra? The digital age, what are you doing, guys? What are you doing to be prepared with this political climate change? And what are you doing to protect yourself? And are you having food and water on hand? And I know that we can all lift each other up in prayer and pray, but I want to know, besides prayer and believing that good things are coming our way regardless of the hell that we're going through in order to get there, what are you doing to be prepared? All right, y'all, this is Coach Rose AJ signing out. And I just want to let y'all know, in case nobody told you today, I believe in us as a human race. As a human race, we are all interdependent. We have got this, but we cannot, y'all, we cannot sit back and wait for us to be victimized anymore by the government or hit over the head and told what to do. We are able, as humans, you, me, and the next person, we are able to think critically, to ask questions, and to keep going forward. We are not just numbers, y'all. We are not just numbers. We may be just numbers to certain people that are in the White House at this time, but we've got to rise up, you guys. We've got to take care of ourselves. We got to take care of our neighbors. And first and foremost, we got to believe that we were meant for more. We were meant for more. We're not just here to lay down and take it. Put your CPR mask on, people. Think critically. And if you are not able to do for yourself and you need help, please start asking for help now before shit literally hits the fan. Okay? Educate yourself. That means what you're learning about, what you need to know about what's going on in the world, you need to learn from more than mainstream media. I'm going to come back on at another time. I'm going to come back on at another time and tell you who I follow that gives us the real deal, as far as I'm concerned, about what's going on in the current events. But don't sit back and wait for the shoe to drop, y'all. Start getting prepared, right? Start getting prepared. And just keep your eyes and wits about you. Believe in yourself. Believe in your family. We have been through worse times, but who knows how worse it's going to get before it gets better. All right, love you guys to the core. Drop something in comments. Let me know what you're doing to get prepared, and you know what kind of goods you're stocking up on, water and all that good stuff. Okay, be blessed.